Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. I just went 5-0 with Infernobles. The list that I posted last time with Ivan, so still shout out to Ivan for doing the deck profile with me. I made some changes to the list, and this deck, like I said, performed really well. It's a 95% consistency deck, so every time you go first, you have a 95% chance to just win the game and play through a lot of hand traps. So it's very, very strong. And yeah, I'm gonna do a very in-depth deck profile, guys. So if I know my videos are really long, but you guys seem to be really liking the long videos. So let me just show you guys the deck and what I played. Like I said, shout out to Ivan. He and his friend was the one who came up with a lot of this stuff. Watch the other deck profile if you haven't already. And also, guys, before I start the profile, even though I showed 3 connectors already, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, guys. We're almost at 20K. Not really. We're at 13K, but we are getting there. And, you know, apparently if I say please sub, you guys tend to do it more. So please sub. And yeah. Okay, we're going to get started. Also, shout out to my boy Susu. He thinks D-Shifter is good, but he's just wrong. I'm just joking. Nah, D-Shifter is definitely one of the best hand traps against it. But I'll talk about what hand traps are good and bad against this deck. We'll start off with 3 Connector. I mean, I don't need to explain it, but just in case you're a newer player, Connector is one of the best normal summons in the deck because it lets you summon Aqua Dolphin, and Aqua Dolphin lets you see your opponent's hand. Seeing your opponent's hand lets you tailor your plays because it lets you decide on whether or not what kind of end board you want to make. It also lets you play through as much interruption as possible. It's a normal summon that warrants interaction from your opponent always. It's definitely one of the it's like the best starter in your entire deck. For some Infernoble Knight cards, I play 1 Ogier. So technically we have 5 normal summons, 3 Connector, Dolphin's not a bad normal summon, and the Ogier. Ogier is very much needed in this deck. You can never really cut it because it's a way to play and make VFD without your it lets you make VFD even if you draw Coltwing. And now you're gonna understand why this deck is 95% consistent. And then 80% chance to see an extender in your starting hand. So I'm going to show you exactly why. You have 3 extenders, 3 more extenders, 3 more extenders, 3 more extenders, extender, broken. So basically, you max out on every good card in the deck. And the reason why I don't play the PKs is because PKs lose to every single hand trap that's in the format. You want to play hand traps that don't lose to what's in the format, and that's why it's a strong rogue deck, right? So it's a strong rogue combo deck because it doesn't lose to hand traps that are already in the format. So, for example, if people are still playing the Power Tool version, you're going to lose to Droll, right? Because you're going to get Droll on his Soul Day, then your Power Tool can't resolve, and then you can't combo. This version literally says if they Droll, they go -1, doesn't do anything to your deck. And so so what you decide to do is instead of playing other cards like PKs or whatever, you just max out on every good Fire Warrior monster. And this is exactly what it is. Fire Warriors. The best in the game. I'll explain to you the uses of these cards. So Red Lair is a summon that don't start chains. A lot of people know these as inherent summons. For those of you who understand that terminology. Red Lair being a summon that doesn't start a chain is really important. And it's one of your best extenders. It makes drawing it with Dolphin really powerful because it can snipe out Gamma or bait out a Gamma. Then you have 3 Firefin Lady. It's one of the best ones to search if you get Ash on Connector so that you can Durandal search this, and then this card lets you play through getting Ash on Connector because Connector is not a Fire Warrior monster, same thing as Dolphin. Oliver is a tuner extender. It's one of the best ones in the deck because Oliver is an extender that is a tuner. So these are extenders that are these are extenders that helps get you Isolde. These are extenders that helps you play past getting hand trap on his Soul Day. Renaud has uses both starting plays and then recovering from plays. So Renaud is really strong because it can add back any equip. It can recycle back basically any Fire Warrior or any equip spells. So it's really powerful for that reason. And then you play 1 Arborea because it's a level 3 tuner that you can summon off his Soul Day. And if you hard draw it, it's a tuner extender, right? So even if that means you can mill a Dolphin for a Soul Day instead of milling for a tuner, which is really strong. Yeah, this is also a summon that doesn't start chains, which is really important playing around Winda. Next, for the 2 1-ofs in the deck, the monsters that are you don't want to draw, but they're okay to draw, is Coldwing and Despot. They're part of the combo. So don't really need to explain that. And then the only other monster left I play is, the only hand trap I play is Gamma. I play Gamma because it's a hand trap that's good in the format, but it's also a hand trap that you need to combo with. So it's good synergy. Next for spells, we play Triple Tactics Talent. This is one of the best decks to play talents in because if you think about it, this deck just inherently the cards itself play through so much. Tactics says if you can already play through hand traps, you rip a card extra out their hand. So they'll waste a hand trap on you. You'll Tactics take out another hand trap, then you'll Dolphin them. They'll have 2 cards in hand. So this card is just ridiculous. So like when you get the thing is, it's never win more with Tactics because you already can play through a lot of hand trap with just the in-archetypal cards of this deck, right? Like, just having Fire Warriors in your hand, like, can crack a lot of boards. And this card just lets you extend really well or rip cards out of your opponent's hand. It's just one of the most ridiculous cards I've read, and it's really good in decks like this, but not good in decks like Virtual World because Virtual World bricks, and it's not as consistent. But in a deck that's super consistent and can already turbo through hand traps with the in-archetypal engine, Tactics is really powerful, and so this is, like, no exception to that. Then, Rhoda. So, reinforcement, basically, like, cards that searches other cards in your deck, right? So, I already showed you the 3 Fire Warriors, all of them maxed out. Well, these are maxed out Rhodas, so you can search more Fire Warriors. So, these are, like, really strong. Like, so just ridiculous, right? Like, just their starters, their extenders. It's really nice. And then one-ofs, E-Telly, because you're playing Gamma, tuner extender is nice. Monster Reborn punishes people who Gamma first effective is Soul Day, and then it's a tuner extender more often than not. And it's just a very versatile card. Rhoda, because it searches any card in your deck. Call by the Grave, because everyone's trying to hand trap you. And this card actually helps you beat the people that are playing, like, Dogma stuff, because you can call by their... if they're playing, like, Invoke Dogma, they usually don't have, like, another Shaddoll monster in their graveyard, so you just call by the Shaddoll monster. They can't make Winda. Call by is just a versatile card. If you go first and break, you call by the Ben 10, you just, like, win the game the following turn. It's just, like, really nice. Living Fossil, DDR, and Phoenix Blade. So I don't want to play bricks, so I just played the best equips. Don't want to play multiples because you'll brick on them. So just play the one that you need for a sold, and that's it. So 40 card main deck. Nothing I would change. Like, this deck, like I said, is a deck designed to auto win going first. So if you're good at winning dice rolls, I would recommend playing this deck. But this is a deck that, like, takes it to game 3 almost every single time. Because even if you lose RPS, you'll probably win game 2, and they'll let you take to game 3. So you need like a side deck for that. But this should be 40 unless I miscounted. People are saying it's 41. Hold on, I'm just gonna count real quick, guys. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 spells. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, oh, it's 41. Wait, I actually played 41. Oops, I'm sorry, guys. 41 card. You can cut the call by if you want, but I don't know. I have no regrets. I can't believe I played 41. I'm actually trolling. Okay, well, anyways, guys, I played 41. If you can't afford triple tactics talent, I would just play 2 hand traps instead. So, like, cut the 3 tactics and play 40 with 2 Ash. For the extra deck, I'll show you guys. Barricade Board Blocker, Isolde, Fiber, Auroradon, and the Access Code Talker. So these are all needed for the combo, so there's nothing to say. The only 2 flex spots is Access Code and Barricade Board. Barricade Board because it's a very easy generic Link 2 monster that you can make without needing a tuner to make a machine for Helgi Fibrax if you get interrupted, and Access Code helps you kill games or win games. For Synchros, you play Cloud Castle, Shooting Rizar, Captain Roland, Balmong, Herald, Savage Dragon, and then Charles. Shout out to Gunther for the Prismatic Charles. Yeah, I mean, these are all needed for the combo. They're all essential. The only flex spot is Savage. I play it because if I see my opponent is playing a trap deck off Dolphin, which you summon every single game, you make Savage instead. So that's like the main reason Savage is in the extra deck. And then you play Trish Fusion for the VFD combo, and then you play VFD for VFD. So, yep, that's the extra deck. I'll show you guys the combo too after this. For the side, I played 2 Droll, 2 Ash. I played 3 Cycle Reader, 3 Lancia. So I wanted to play like the high impact hand traps for like the combo decks of the format. So like 3 Lancia is really good in this Virtual World. It's also really good against Bird Up. Ash is like generically good against everything. But I only decided to play 2 because I wanted to play 2 Droll because I wanted at least 5 cards in for Dytron. So like five hand traps putting in is around 70% to C1. So I wanted at least 5 hand traps for the Dytron matchup that I thought were like pretty good. So that's why I had to play the 2-2 ratio, because I wanted 5 slots for back row removal, because 5 is the optimal number for seeing 1 of. If you're it's an almost optimal number seeing a 1 of. So that's like the main reason. So if you guys see the weird ass ratio, it's because of that. So 2 Ash, 3 Lancia, right? 5 hand traps into the virtual matchup. Like I said, just the most optimal is seeing at least 1 that are high impact. The last 5 is, you know, Triple Lightning Storm, Feather Duster, and Reboot. I mean, yep, back row. That's the main reason. If you don't have Lightning Storms, you can play Twin Twister. It's just as good, especially if Shadal's is a prevalent deck. You want to play Twin because it beats the back row. If you don't want to use the discard, you can also play MST or Cosmic Cyclone too. I would highly recommend you play MST, because some people will slide Lancia against this deck. They might think Lancia is good against Nobles. So I would play MST over Cosmic Cyclone, by the way, just because if they're siding Lancia against you, your Cosmic won't resolve. So there's that. All right, now I'll show you guys the combo. So I'm gonna show you guys a couple combo. So the first combo is if you open up just a way to Isolde. This combo is not realistic, but it's the combo that you would do if you I'm gonna show you 3 combos. The combo if you just open up as 1 starter that's on card Isolde, a combo with 1 extender, and then a combo if you draw Colt Wing. So let's say you open up Connector, you summon Connector, make Dolphin, look at their hand, win the game, make Isolde. Isolde effect to add you most of the time Gearfried. So you add Gearfried, and then you mill 4 equips. You only play 4 unique equips, so you mill 4. You summon Oliver. Use Oliver and Isolde to make Fiber. Fiber effect will summon you a Despot. Use these 2. Make Auroradon. Auroradon effect, you make 3 tokens. Despot, bring yourself back. You make Shooting Rizar with 1 + 3 + 3, 7. Yep, math. Rizar effect will then trigger. And this is why you play... oh, I'm sorry. You don't make this. I'm sorry. You make Balmung. Sorry, I forgot the combo. So you only do 1 and 3 to make Balmung. Then you use effect to tribute 2. You then summon your Colt Wing. Colt Wing effect would trigger, summon 2 tokens. Then you would trigger the Despot to summon itself. You then go 1 + 2 + 2 to make a Shooting Rizar. Rizar effect would then send the Gamma. And then so it becomes a level 5. Shooting Rizar plus the Colt Wing to make a Charles. At this point, you would use a Oliver effect to equip the Charles. Charles effect, pop Balmung. Balmung effect, summon the Colt Wing. Colt Wing effect, because it's not once per turn, summon 2 more. And then you would trigger the Despot once more time. Then you would go Despot plus a level 3 to make a Herald. Then you would banish the Colt Wing, banish the Auroradon, and banish one of the tokens to summon a Fusion Trishula. Then you would use the Fusion Trish and the Herald to... I'm sorry, Fusion Trish and the Charles to make a VFD. Defense mode, play Lightning Storm, YOLO. And then, yeah, this is the combo, right? So it's a combo that can get dropleted. And it's a combo that, you know, makes VFD. You don't have follow-up really except from the Solar, so you have Gearfried. And, yeah, you just detach 1 and use the Charles and call VFD. So that's like the first combo. I'll show you guys the second combo right now. So the second combo is, you know, what if you drew an extender? If you draw an extender, what you can do is, I'll show the most obvious combo when you draw an extender. So let's say you open up like this. I'll show you another cool combo you can do. Let's say you open up this, and you open up any tuner extender, really. So let's just get Arborea for simplicity's sake. So what you're going to do is you're going to special, use these 2. So this is the combo you do most of the time. If you don't open Connector, you just like summon the Dolphin. You make a Solde, grab a card, doesn't really matter what. Use the Solde effect, you're going to mill 3. You're going to summon the best card in your deck, which is Dolphin. You would banish 2 for Phoenix Blade. Use effect of Dolphin. Look at their hand. Rip a hand trap. Then you would special summon Arborea. Technically, you haven't normal summoned yet, but use Isolde and Arborea. And there's some lines that are going to be similar, but you'll see the big difference now. Fiber effect is going to trigger. Fiber will summon the Despot. You'll use these 2 to make an Auroradon. Auroradon effect will trigger to summon 3 tokens. I'm just going to summon it right here so it's easier. Despot effect will trigger, not once per turn. Use these 2. Make a Synchro 7. So you'll use the effect of shooting Rysar. Rysar will send a level 5. And I'll tell you why. Use the effect, you'll tribute 2. It doesn't have to be Dolphin. You see right here that it doesn't matter what you get. As long as you what do you call it? As long as you open any extender, it doesn't matter what it is. You're gonna summon the Colt Wing. Colt Wing effect for 2 tokens. Effective Despot to summon itself. Then you'll go 2 because you dumped a level 5, so it becomes a level 2 because 7 minus 5 is 2. You'll summon the Captain Roland. Effective Captain Roland with trigger. You'll use Despot and the level 3 token to make a Herald. Then Balmung, not Herald. You'll do that after. Then you'll use Captain Roland, and the Colt Wing to summon a Charles. You'll use the effect of Captain Roland to equip to Balmung. And then you'll use Charles' effect to pop the Balmung. Balmung effect will then trigger to summon back the Colt Wing. You'll make 2 more tokens. And then you'll summon back the Despot. You'll then use the Despot and a level 3 to make a Herald. You'll then banish to make a Trish Fusion. Overlay it for VFD. So the cool thing about this is you would have searched Gearfried off his Solde. Let me see if I can find my Gearfried. Yeah, you would search Gearfried off his Solde, and then at end phase, Roland would trigger to add you Renaud. So this is your follow-up. Why is this so powerful? So when you do it this way, you can then start your turn with Gearfried, banish, and then special Renaud. Renaud effect will then add you DDR. And what's really cool about this is you would have Phoenix Blade in the graveyard, but your Auroradon got banished off Trish Fusion, so you can activate DDR, pitch Phoenix Blade, summon back Auroradon, then use Auroradon plus Renaud to make a access code. It literally makes Renaud a 1-card access code, and then use access code effect. And then, you know, even if none of this survived, you have access code plus Gearfried. That's 8,300 just by itself. 53 plus 3,000, right? So that's just game. So like it has really amazing recovery and follow up when you do the line of plays this way. And of course, you also put Captain Roland in the grave, which is really important. So that's the combo. So now let's say what happens if you draw Colt Wing, right? So if you draw Colt Wing, there's still a way to combo. Don't worry. The way you need to combo is let's say you have Connector, a Tuner Extender, and then Colt Wing in hand, right? So I'm gonna show you how to combo with this. Let me just put these all back. So let's do it this way. So okay, so normal connector. Connector effect will summon Dolphin. Like I said, rip a card. Summon Isolde. Isolde effect will add you a Gearfried. You can't add Gearfried here, actually. You have to add anything else besides Gearfried. So whatever you're missing, if you don't have Renaud or you don't need to use Renaud, you can get Renaud. If you already open Renaud, you don't want to search this. You just search like a random card like Red Layer, Arborea, Fireflint, any random extender. If you don't need to search, you also just don't need to search to play around hand traps. Anyways, you would then use effect of Isolde. You're gonna mill 4. And then you're gonna special summon the Ogier. You would then trigger Ogier to Foolish Burial the Gearfried. And the reason why you do this is because you're gonna bring it back later. You then have add Phoenix Blade to your hand. You know, banish these two. You know, Oliver Pitch. Use these two. Make Fiber. So you make Fiber. Fiber effect. Use these two. To make Auroradon. Auroradon effect. And then you'll summon back the Despot. You'll then use Despot and 2 tokens to make a Shooting Rizar. You can then use a Shooting Rizar effect. You're gonna send a at level 5. So you're gonna send a red layer. You're gonna go 2 plus 3, which equals 5. So you go Captain Roland effect, then use Captain Roland Ogier to summon the Cloud Castle. Cloud Castle effect will summon back your Gearfried. And then you can overlay Gearfried and Cloud Castle for a VFD. And then you have end phase follow-up with Captain Roland. So, for example, if you added a Fireflint Lady off of Isolde, and then end phase, this surges you Renaud, you have these 2 cards OTK your opponent guaranteed next turn. So there's something to consider as well. So that's pretty much the 3 main combos you guys need to understand. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Like I said, guys, don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. You know, give me the 20K, guys. I really appreciate you. Yeah, thank you so much. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.